everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld. So, as you guys can see, in the last episode, we did a lot of shopping with our local, shopkeeper, who shopkeeper, I don't know why that's funny to me, who decided to pass by, and, we started building a lot of the carpets for our house, so our people will stop freaking out once they, eat other human beings, being cannibals and all that jazz. Still not sure whether or not we're gonna keep doing that thing, but really, at this moment, we don't need to really worry about it at all, because we have virtually no food in general. What we do really need to worry about, though, is our metal supply. So it's very, very, very good for us now that these two are starting to mine through this whole area. I'm gonna be a little bit worried about Sven's life, seeing as he still only has 55 health. He's actually probably a lot higher than he was before, because in the last episode there actually was a cave-in that crashed down and rocked his world. Amazingly enough for him, though, his spiky hairstyle is still showing. Maybe it protected him. Maybe the spikes fell and got impaled upon. I mean, maybe the like debris fell and got impaled upon the spikes, and otherwise he would have died. We do have a farming vessel here, though, so that's very, very good for us. It was Pyra. Pyra is our main negotiator. Yes, indeedy. So, once she goes ahead and puts down the metal in here, we'll probably go ahead and actually check this out. See if there's a... No, not you, Robles. Robles, you could go about your own task. What happened to Pyra? Where'd she go? There we go. You're going to open communications. Well, there's a lot of people here. I don't remember there being that many people. Oh well, let's go ahead and have her open up communications then. See if we could get some really, really good trades going. There's a slave trader. Did we want to buy a slave trader from them? I forget. We don't want to buy any weapons though. Yeah, they had Wedge. Wedge was that really, really good slave. I almost completely forgot about him. We need to get all of our money added so we could buy him right now. We could also sell a lot more food, seeing as we have a lot in storage disregarding this 96. So let's go ahead and actually close that, open up communications. We're gonna have Sven, and no, Robles can't do it. I guess we'll just have Sven start working on prioritizing that silver right there. Because, oh, okay, this other trader just joined. That's why so many of them just arrived. That way, hopefully Sven will be able to get that silver there before the slave trader leaves. Because I think that's someone who we would really, really want to invest in. We'll say no to the metal that the farming trader is selling right now. No, not you, Robles. Whatever, let's just check on the industrial trader. The industrial trader is buying food for a lot. So we're going, or the regular price. So we're actually going to go ahead and also sell all that we can in that regard. So I'm not sure if that'll give us enough. Sven already like hauled one bit of silver over, and it wasn't even really close to what we need, seeing as it's only 75 per batch. But we might get, well, as long as the slave trader doesn't leave, like, right now, I think we're going to be able to get to that 900, because we definitely have 900 here. It's just a matter of, getting all of it put into our area right there, and then being able to sell it. We really need to start putting some flowers down in here, too, to make our garden actually look as pretty and awesome as we want it to be. We're gonna need to, have someone actually prioritize getting rid of that no roof zone, though, because that's kind of, it's kind of ruining the theme. The sunlight can't, shadows can't exist in there. It's our little garden area. We'll, end up, spawning the troll from a Troll in Central Park in there before too long, or something like that. Freaking god-awful movie. So, Pyra, let's have you open communications one more time, and then she could go about doing her regular assortment of tasks. Looks like we've almost used up all the metal in there. That's very unfortunate. But we got a new person. So that's something we definitely can't complain about at all, especially someone who's so good. Once again, sucks that he's manual dumb. It would be very nice for him to be capable of hauling things, or of course cooking or doing some of the artistic things that we haven't shown off yet. I really need to work on being able to show those off. But he is so good otherwise. Like shooting 10, growing only a 3, but he has a big passion for it. Basically, all of this, like, little flames here are going to go a long way in the long term. So we're gonna want to make sure that Stephen Wedge doesn't die anytime soon once we've added him to our squad. But seeing how capable he is with a weapon, I think he should be able to last. Yes, Wedge. My good sir! He's also a really good warden, too, but I don't think he needs to work on that. Everyone needs to be number 1 for firefighting. Want to focus on that, as always. I thought he was incapable of being artistic. Maybe artistic actually doesn't have to do anything with crafting. I thought for sure it did, but maybe not. So let's actually go ahead and make him our main crafter. He's really bad at it right now, but I think he might have actually had a good bonus for it. An okay bonus for it, so he'll get better at it as time goes on. And besides that, he can say no to mining, no to growing, even though he was really good at that as well. We'll make him a grower. And then a number 2 for both of those. All of that should work perfectly fine for him. I don't know why he decided to cancel his task. Maybe he was actually going to mine? He was probably going to do some mining work up there. We do have a mental break coming in soon, though. What is the... Need colonist beds, and he's probably tired. What's the deal, buddy? No, that's not it. Or that's not the main thing. He is very, very tired. It doesn't look like he should be that bad. But, yeah. Now that we have a new colonist, we obviously need to add the bed, so he doesn't go Psycho Mantis on us. So let's just put it in the storage room for now. That should work out fine. And I believe that will instantly make Sven go get some sleep. Does indeed look like it, so that's very, very good for us, obviously. Let's go ahead and set off to mine out the rest of those. Good to see there's a couple more metal coming in. And we need to start working on We need to fix up our base a little. I did get a comment recently saying that I, of course, should only have one door as an entrance to our place, and that is 100% correct, and I need to work on that before too long. The only reason why I haven't been so worried about it so far is because I feel like once we station all of our people out there, the raiders are just initially on their own going to actually attack us in this area rather than focusing on getting indoors. Like the main point of the raiders whenever they attack is to initially kill our whole colony. So of course, rather than focusing on coming inside and then destroying our base, they're going to want to focus on attacking us. And that's why I don't think I need to worry about too much about the door having multiple entrances, but still, I would feel a lot safer with only one door. So, nice to know that a bunch of supplies landed really close by. That's always a big old positive. But yeah, so that's something we really need to continue to consider. Because it's a weird kind of topsy-turvy matter, because I don't want to change this whole setup until we get our death corridor built. But I don't want the death corridor built until we're connected to this geothermal generator. So I don't know. Like I was saying, there's a whole confusing line of thought in my mind for how I want to handle everything. Although, this might be a smart way to do it. What we could do is, we could put the death corridor right in here for now, making this our entrance. And then we could actually just expand to make this whole big U shape. Like I'm gonna get rid of this later, but we could go in a bit. I'm just using this as a demonstration. We could go ahead and continue to build our base outwards like that. Build the death corridor so it spans across in this whole area right here, and then just with with the entrance being this whole section. And then from that point on, theoretically, we could just continue to build upwards like that, leave this as an entrance, and then just continue to also build our base along like that way as well. So all in all, we would probably have our base looking like this, a awkward but kind of cool U shape. I think that might be cool. Because then we don't have to worry about rebuilding those turrets. We still have this nice line of defense right here. We could build a nice closing area to our death corridor, and then we won't have to. Then we could really feel secure in our ability to bottleneck enemies in. So I think I'm actually really fond of this plan that we just came up with. So they'll kill multiple birds with one stone, while also avoiding other issues that we didn't necessarily want to deal with at this point. So, how big? That means we're going to have to worry about mining a lot of stuff out up here, which is a little bit of a pain, but you know, that'll be alright in the end. Also need to decide how big we want our doors to be. I don't know. First off, let's go ahead and make an equipment barracks, and we could put it right about there. That should be enough, a good enough room for the equipment barracks. And we don't really have enough metal to make me feel alright with spending it on the equipment barracks. But we'll see how I feel about that a little bit later. It'll also be kind of fun to decide if we want to keep up with this design plan in the long haul, because I think this actually could function really, really well for us. Like I said before, it's just gonna be a little bit weird in its shape, because that means obviously we're going to be forced to enter it just like through a weird arch like that, enter and exit. But that also means, as I mentioned like 20 times now, the raiders are going to have to do that as well. So it's a positive, negative thing. More supplies for us. The game is being very, very kind. Thank you, Cassandra. I love you, darling. Like, oh. So, believe it or not, I'm actually kind of hoping now that that actually will be the end of the metal supply up there, because I want to keep on working on mining all of that, but we are getting a lot of drops right now, so we don't need to worry about it as much as we did a little bit ago. But more importantly, I actually want to focus more on mining out this area so we could continue expanding like I had said we would, and of course mining out this mountain as well so we could close off our area on this side. Raiders have indeed landed, which is a little bit scary because that does put a halt in the plan that I originally was making for us. Do we want to build the death corridor now then? It's a matter of now or never, because I'm pretty sure if we don't build it right now, we won't have time to. So let's actually go ahead and do that. We're going to set it up so it'll be probably about that high. I think that's a good idea. Have it go right about there, and then close off that area. The thing that I would want to consider is what is smarter, to have the entrance where the turrets are or where our people are. Obviously, the downside to having it on the turret side is that I don't want the raiders shooting the turrets, because then they'll be likely to explode, but also I don't want it necessarily aiming on our people. It's kind of a dilemma. We'll figure things out as we go. In fact, if we want to bottleneck them even more, we could do the thing that we have done in the past and make it go back that way. I think that actually might be a good idea, and we'll actually leave 2 blocks of room in both of these areas. I think that will actually be okay, because the 2 blocks means that there'll be more people for us to shoot at. Obviously, more people will get in once at a time, but if anyone comes in besides that initial one person, they're not going to have good cover, so they're going to be putting themselves at risk. Only question now is, will the raider, with this whole setup that we have, will the raiders actually still go the path we want them to? Because now I'm actually a little bit worried that they might try to go through the doors on the alternate paths. It would obviously be much smarter for them to do that, because that would be safer for them. I don't know if the AI is quite at that point though, so... And we could always bait them. Like, who... Big thing here is Wedge does not have a weapon. Who has a good weapon? Shotgun might be okay. Yeah, you're only shooting skills of 2, Pyra. Can you put that shotgun down? Ah! I'm Arnold! Do I have to draft her first? I always forget how to do this. Put down the shotgun! I can't right-click it. Wait, no. I don't know. I think we need an equipment barracks to do that, so let's just forget it, in all honesty. We might be able to put it in... No, we can't even put it in storage. That's a little bit sucky. It would be very, very nice for Wedge to be equipped with the weapon, but it doesn't really look like that's going to be in the cards, so we'll just let construction continue as normal. Awesome! This is definitely going to be complete before those raiders attack. We forgot to examine, though, so we got to see what we're going to be up against. Now, this guy, Ali, he is spiffing with a brown coat, like, maybe even a trench coat. I can't quite tell with this animation style. And the afro, this guy's a badass. I want him on our side, so hopefully we'll be able to recruit him. There is a, shooting capability of 3 with an incendiary launcher. That's not going to be all that scary. Could be a huge annoyance, though. If it hits one of our guys once, they are going to be distracted for a long period of time. An 8 with a pistol. A 10 with an incendiary launcher. That's much more scary. 5 with a Lee Enfield. Was this the pistol lady? No, another incendiary launcher at 6. Lee Enfield at 3, and a Lee Enfield at 3. Not all that scary, but it's still quite a fearsome force that we're about to be dealing with right here. Definitely not something to be underestimated. So we're gonna have to be very, very careful with how we handle things. Especially since most of our people are awful. In regards to shooting, I think our main strategy is 100% going to be based off of our death corridor, for sure. So, as it usually is. So, Robles, sorry buddy, but you're gonna be, rudely awakened. We're probably best to put him closest, since he's our best shot. Maybe we could actually still use Wedge for physical combat. He is a 7 in melee, so let's keep him handy. He'll kind of like hide in that top corner, I think. That might be a good idea for him. Now, who's our best shots? Most people are awful, and one of our people who's really good is actually pretty wounded. Not horribly at 92, but I would prefer not to put him in battle because of that. Lee Enfield is good. Put him out there. Let's just put Sven out. I mean, we might as well. Sven will go right there. Glenn, honestly, might be able to be handy with his fisticup strategy as well. Oh, sorry, buddy. You were going to eat, and I distracted you from that. That's my bad. And, Kirk, you could go right there as well. We had someone outside, correct? Didn't we? Oh, yeah, it's K. Okay, I wanted to use K. K also has a weapon. How good is K? Oh, K is really good. Okay, never mind. Okay, oh yeah, Kirk is the assassin! Kirk is gonna be really good. How good is this guy? This guy was only a 3 by the Lee Enfield. Let's swap him to that position so we could put Kirk really close. Pyra, you were the really bad one, right? Yeah, Pyra's only 2. She'll be the bait as K kind of works her way inside. She might be functioning as a semi-bait as well, in all honesty. You go right... Oh, okay, actually, no. You go ahead and get inside. I think we should be able to handle this perfectly fine, as long as this bait does indeed work. Let's slow down time now. Run, Pyra! Run! Oh, good work, Pyra. Okay! We might have, looks like we drew them in pretty damn effectively. Pyra, you can go ahead and man that position. These two... Who are we dealing with first? A Lee Enfield and another Lee Enfield. Let's go ahead and put Gen up there. Oh, God! That was a bad choice! Gen! We might lose Gen. I hope we don't. but he's in a very bad position right now. One of them's dead though, so we're definitely starting off to a good spot, despite that huge error on my part. That was really stupid. Oh, come on, Ali! He was... Yeah, okay, Ali's down. Too bad we weren't able to recruit him, but... A dead enemy is better than a living enemy shooting at us, so... Okay, I think we've got this. Robles is pretty damn hurt, though, so... Hate to say it, because he's one of our best fighters, but we got back him out of there. Sven is doing pretty alright. Robles, please don't die. Okay, good. Good. I think Robles is gonna make it out okay. He's one of my favorites! So he can't die more than anyone else. Let's start moving Wedge up there, actually, believe it or not. Seeing as there are weapons now, he might be able to be quite effective with one. We're actually gonna have him pick up the pistol, simply because it's the most out of the line of fire. Raiders are fleeing. Awesome. Oh, take her down, Wedge! Take her down, everyone! Oh, shoot, we got a good flank coming out with those guys. Wedge, no, don't stop, you fool! Yes. Wait, where is she going? Is she trying to get inside? Oh, now she's fighting us, okay. Well, I always love it when the Raiders do that, because it's really silly to watch their inevitable fall whenever they take kind of a weird pathing. Wedge, that's your Lee Enfield now, my friend. Lee Enfield is one of the best weapons in this game, in my opinion. Kay, you have a shotgun. Lee Enfield is better. Lee Enfield there. I'm not really all that sure what is better, though, between the incendiary launchers and the shotgun. So let's actually go ahead and keep the shotgun. I'll say the incendiary launcher is worse. That's just gonna be my random guess. Pyro was awful. Kirk is an Uzi, though, and I'd like her to keep that because that's a pretty damn good weapon. And we'll have Gen pick up that, just so everyone can be equipped with something. Oh, good. Wedge, pick up the Lee Enfield. That fire shouldn't cause us too much problems as well, seeing as it's not all that close to anything that might harm us. In fact, it might burn down a couple of bodies, which would be pretty damn nice. As you can see right here, this body is burning away. That's what I really need to do. I really should actually get a Molotov cocktail, because I might have mentioned this before, but from what I understand, you actually can indeed... Oh god, we actually need to put out that fire. You actually can indeed get rid of bodies in this game by burning them, which I think is freaking awesome. It's like the cremating corpses effect. Fly, you fools! You must save our walls! I think they should be fine, though. Actually, wait, let's remove the home zone there, and there. We'll let the bodies burn. Because, it'd be pretty cool for us to see that happen. We've actually never seen a body get destroyed by fire before, and I think this is gonna be our first time being able to experience it. Or at least I don't think we've ever seen that. And, like, graves, obviously, they don't cost anything, so it's not really like it's saving us too much trouble, but... Oh, yeah, there it went! That was pretty cool. That was fun to watch. So it's not like it's saving us any trouble by just getting rid of the bodies like that, but it's saving us a little bit of trouble. Let's say that. So now those bodies are going to be dealt with before too long. Can't believe nobody's mined this out yet. How the hell do we do this? Let's take one of our miners, like Sven. Where are you, Sven? That's a good location for you, my good sir. And I'm going to have you right-click this. Doesn't work. Don't doggone work. Well, if any of you know how to actually get rid of those things, the way that I understood it was all you need to do is create a no-roof zone over a location, and eventually the people will get rid of it. But they haven't done it for here or there. And there are 2 colonists idle right now, although... Yeah, I believe, both of them are ones who are manual dumb, so that might have some effect of it, but I don't know, still, it's a little bit annoying. Good to see that our death corridor works out perfectly fine. Sucky to see that someone apparently buried a squirrel. Or they didn't. Did I not make enough graves? Wait, what? There were not that many people, right? Am I just crazy? I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I thought I made enough graves for all of those rakers that came by, but I guess I just didn't. That was silly of me. So let's see. What do I need to do next? Good to see that the raiders actually, that our baiting attack did work, like, with 100% effectiveness. Because the raiders could have made things much, much worse for us by either going into that door or one of those two. So, still, in all honesty, for this current moment, I'm not entirely sure whether or not I need to worry about those doors. It might really come back to bite me later on, and I may regret it. But I don't know. At this point, I'm feeling a little bit confident about our chances in regards to that being okay. So let's go ahead and start mining that out. Sven is at full health, so hopefully there won't be any freaking cave-ins to doom his life. We could try to prevent that as well by watching over this area and making sure they don't dig too far out until we actually get some more roofs and stuff like that to function as a little bit of foundation, so they don't die. And in fact, we probably should cancel like that whole bit. This will just be them getting started on this whole process, I suppose. Because we still need to figure out how much room we want to go into this area, so we could completely cover that up, and then continue to build in that regard. Where did all of our metal go? Do we, like, have no metal? There's still... Okay, most of the metal must just be the metal that's scattered around up there. Because personally, I feel like we should have a hell of a lot more than just this 23. We did just build a lot of walls. But really, all we built was a lot of walls. And that's not all that much, everything considered. It's not like we put down a whole room of carpeting or something like that. But I don't know, walls do cost a lot. They go for 2? Oh no, they go for 3. Wow. I've been playing this game for what, like 50 episodes now, and I don't remember, and I still don't know how much metal walls cost, so that's very, very silly of me. I forgot, this is gonna be our art room. That's gonna be really fun to mess around with. I'm really excited about that now. There'll also be a new individual room for someone to sleep on their lonesome. So we'll probably get rid of one of these beds to make that a thing. And you know what? You know what? This is kind of far away from our nutrient paste dispenser, which will make this a little bit irritating and clumsy. But I think we might as well, just to get this bed out of here, I think we might as well just make this the prisoner room. So we're going to swap up how we've got our setup going. This is going to be our new prisoner room with a bed just sitting like awkwardly in the middle of the room. That'll allow us to get rid of that. If we want, we actually can swap that out for an individual bed just to make sure that our colonists are happy. And that'll free up more room in there. Eventually, we really do need to get to the point where we're having hydroponics tables on both sides, so we'll be getting all the food in the world. Never have to worry about food ever again. Speaking of which, we should probably go ahead and sell some. So, Pyra! Open up communications, my lovely lady, so we could sell some food! Sell for all the dough. And they're selling so much metal for very, very cheap. Okay, I think we're gonna be buying a lot right here. Really? I should have known this, but I was completely unaware that only potatoes count for the food. We're gonna need to get rid of a lot more stuff in that little area then. That's in all honesty quite a big disappointment. I thought we were gonna be able to do a lot more with that, but we're gonna get a lot of metal, so that'll make up for that little bit of disappointment. 200 is a fair amount, or 250 roughly, a bit more than that. But, it's too bad she doesn't trade in weapons, because then we would have so much to sell. So let's see. Raw resources, we want silver there. We don't want stone blocks because we can't sell those. We don't want uranium since we can't sell that. Manufactured food, we don't want any of those. And, raw food. It looks like we're only going to want the potatoes there. So goodbye berries and goodbye agave fruit. Potatoes alone shall chill in there. Speaking of which, we just dropped some off. So that'll be nice for us. Pyro won't need to worry about selling that right away, though. Other food was able to go into these hampers rather than... Okay, good. Berries and agave fruit could go in there as well. I just wanted to double check, make sure about that. Pyra, sorry, lovely Lady Liberty, but you're actually going to go ahead and sell our stuff really quick so we can get some good old cash flowing in. Could buy an M24. That would be the first M24 that will have popped up around the entire map so far, but I don't think that's entirely necessary. Actually, we're getting so much cash from this trade. I forgot how much the incendiary launchers go for. We're going to be able to buy so much more food. It's awesome. In fact, the incendiary launchers are actually more expensive than an M24. That's interesting. I wonder if those things are actually considered much better weapons than the M24. I could kind of see if you had someone who is accurate enough to be hitting basically every single shot. I could see how that would be better, because then by the time that your opponents actually were able to get their grasp on sanity once again. Oh no, was there a blight? Or no, we probably just grabbed all the crops. But yeah, by the time your opponents are probably able to calm down from their panic, you probably actually are setting them on fire once again, as long as you're able to hit all those shots. So, who knows, I might have to change my mind about the incendiary launcher, and it certainly would probably be a fun weapon for us to continue to mess around with. While we can actually sell the food, let's actually go about one more time selling all of the food we can to this trader. Hopefully by morning, I could wake everyone up right now and have them start hauling all that to make sure that we have enough time to buy a bunch more metal. But the reason why I don't want to do that right now is because I want all of our people to be awake for this raider force that comes in. I don't want us to be losing our mental abilities and having our people panic by the time that happens. And I want them to heal, seeing as everyone is still pretty damn wounded. In fact, Robles might not... Well, not everyone. It looks like only Robles is the one who is damaged. But really, I want everyone to be in their best place in regards to their fighting capability by the time this raider attack comes in. Let's actually cancel all of these. Cancel you. Cancel you. Cancel you. You, my good sir. And the final living remnant goes away. So, Pyra, my good lady. You're going to haul with all of them. Okay, here comes the raiders. We might actually go ahead and save this for next time. Robles is still sleeping. Let's... We'll have Pyra do her thing selling, just because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get that done in time, I'm pretty sure. So that's the industrial trader, selling metal very, very cheap. Oh, I think we're gonna be yeah, we just bought this person out. That is awesome. Pause one more time. Let's just end this episode by examining what kind of attack force we are going to be going up against. We've got a 3 with a pistol. Nothing compared to us right now. A 3 with a pistol. Again, nothing. A 3 with an M16. A bit more scary, but that'll be a nice weapon for us to get on hand once they're done. 3 with a Molotov cocktail. 1 with an M16. And 0 with an M16. I think we're gonna beat these guys quite handedly, but, you know, anything can happen. We'll have to see what, how this all plays out in the next episode. Hopefully I won't forget that these raiders are actually coming in and trying to kill us when I start this next one off. I might have to write myself a note or something like that. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.